Howdy folks, this is Jim. I'm from Texas, and this video is to discuss the first 100 days of my Medifast weight loss plan. Just to review my weight history real briefly, in May of 2011 I was waiting in a doctor's office at 270 pounds. Said doctor chewed me out, justifiably so. Between May of 2011 and the end of 2012 I got down to around 260, maybe a little under that. By January 16th of 2013, I weighed about 253 or 254. Today's April 27th, 2013. I weigh 201 pounds. So I've lost a hair over 50 pounds. I was hoping that on the 100th day I would break through the 200-pound barrier and be in Wonderland, but I'm not there yet, but hopefully in the next few days. I wanted to discuss what the Medifast plan is and some of the pluses and minuses that I've run into with it. Now, first of all, you might be saying, why are you filming in front of your crappy garage? Well, I have a before and after video, so in this same setting. So why don't we take a look at what the before was. I'll be discussing Bilma's choice of motorcycles. If you don't know who Bilma is, it's your loss, because he's a very famous moto vlogger, and he asked us to pick a new motorcycle for him. So I'll just give you about 15 or 20 seconds of that video, which is more or less the same setting as this one. So we have some before after, because I didn't have very many pictures of me when I was orcasized. So here we go, bring that in.
Now you fiddle around with
him talk for a minute.
Cylinder KLR, and I think you got the Kawasaki.
It's getting harder and harder to
one of the cross rockets
to do the things I like to do when I weighed that much.
Yeah, I'm sure those are fun, and those are fun.
Still not where I want to be. Okay, well, thank you, Jim in Texas. That's then, and this is now. I feel a huge difference. Since I dropped basically a 50-pound bag of fertilizer since that movie was made, at least, maybe a little more. I'm feeling a lot better. I have a lot more energy. So anyway, what is the Medifast plan? Basically, it's a prepackaged, centered around some prepackaged foods. I eat 6 meals a day. They call it the 5+1 plan, sometimes 7, depending on how that works out. And the reason for that is you eat 5 of their prepackaged meals. They have a big variety, and they're all equivalent. One is the same as the other. I mostly live on these peanut butter crunch bars. They're 110 calories. I also like usually at least one of these pretzel bags a day, 110 calories. Basically, nutrition, every NutriFast primary product is the same. It's 110 calories and not very many carbs. Sometimes I'll eat a shake or a bowl of what they laughingly call chili, which is really kind of just this goop. I found out a way to use this. That's all 3 of these, and there's dozens and dozens of different kind of foods. These are the ones I like. They're all equivalent, and so you eat 5 of these a day. Pick any 5, it doesn't matter. You can eat 5 bars or 5 shakes. They have shakes too. You eat a lean and green meal. I generally go to Whataburger, which is a fast food chain here in Texas, and I order their grilled chicken sandwich, and it comes with 7 ounces of real nice lean grilled chicken. And I just eat the chicken, because that's 6 or 7 ounces is roughly correct for your lean meal. Then for the green meal, I almost always have one of these, have a 1.5 cups of broccoli from Green Giant steamer packages, which are less than $2 each. I get basically 2¼ servings green meals out of that. And typically I mix this, and I'll do another video on this for the Medifast fans, but basically if you make your chili and then dump this in there, the chili's in. You can also have a certain amount of mayonnaise and mustard. So I throw mayonnaise, mustard, chili, broccoli in a bowl, mix it all up, makes the chili palatable, and it actually gives you a meal that's real filling and still well within the plan. Medifast says, in my experience, is that at first you'll lose 3 to 5 pounds a week, and that is what happens. And then it slows down. I'm kind of the slow down state now, where I'm losing about 1 pound or 2 a week. Last week I went off plan because of the MotoGP race. I have found that And they say you can't do a whole lot of strenuous exercise on this diet. This diet gives you 1,000 calories a day, and it keeps the carbs between about 75 and 100. And so you get in this mild ketosis state, they call it. And I'm not a doctor, I don't know exactly what that means, but apparently it means you're going to consume a lot of your stored fat. And you can just judge from the before and after whether that happened or not. You're not supposed to lose very much muscle. You are supposed to exercise, and mainly I walk, but only 45 minutes a day and not real strenuous. I went on a 1,000-mile motorcycle ride week before last, 500 miles the first day and 500 the second day. Only halfway through the second day, I kind of got sick and weak, and I had to stop and just spend the night in a motel because 1,000 calories a day is not enough to go ride 1,000 miles over 2 days, I found out. So last weekend was MotoGP. My brother was down here. I knew that we have a wonderful brand new track here, the Circuit of Americas. But I knew from talking to people who've been to the Formula Ones, and it does involve literally walking miles and miles and climbing dozens and dozens of flights of stairs to get to your seats and going up hills, and it's just a very stressful experience. So I did eat some carbohydrates before and during the 3 days of the MotoGP, and that basically knocks you out of the ketosis state. So you go 2 or 3 days where you sort of have carb withdrawal and don't feel as happy, and then you get back into the thing. And that's the thing about Medifast, is the first week is unhappy when you're adjusting to this new diet. The second week it calms down. By the third week it's the new normal. But what I found over the last 2 weekends when I had to take some carbs because I was doing something strenuous, once you do that, once you go off plan at all, it screws you back up and you're back kind of at day one. Now you spend a few days in the your body's saying, boy, I miss the carbs you gave me yesterday. I sure wish I had some more, and you don't feel as good. So I'm just now getting back into a steady state. I would recommend Medifast, that anyone who's interested in losing weight and losing weight quickly and safely should try Medifast. And if you try it for 3 weeks. At the end of 3 weeks, you'll know whether it'll work for you. It doesn't work for everybody. I have a real fixed routine schedule, being a software developer, so every weekday is the same, and it's very easy to space out these meals. They have to be spaced out 2 to 4 hours. Any more than about 3.5 hours, and you start going into starvation, you start feeling bad. Dog and cats living together, mass hysteria. So you've got to be in kind of a routine. Weekends like today, it's a little tougher because, you know, I don't have such a fixed schedule. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you my Medifast success so far. I do want to lose about another 10 or 15 pounds. I haven't decided how much. The last pitfall I'm going to go is don't fixate on a date. I was hoping by the 100th day I'd be under 200 pounds. I'm not quite there, but I'm not letting that freak me out. You cannot not lose weight on this program if you stick to it exactly as documented. As I found over the last couple of weekends when I deviated from the plan a little bit, and you may have to do that if, like me, you're doing something very stressful, physically stressful. Just realize that's going to stop the plan until you get back on the plan for at least 2 or 3 more days. Then it'll kick back in. You will have a day or two of unhappiness when that happens. Better to stick to the plan as written. It worked for me. It may work for you. I recommend you give it a try. Medifast isn't paying me for this. I pay $300 a month. This food is expensive, but I ate out all the time anyway, so probably I'm money ahead. If you cook at home all the time and are an economical shopper, it's going to be expensive. But how much is it worth to lose 50 pounds in 100 days? It's worth, you know, 300 or 9, it's worth $1,000 to me. So I'm Jim. Sorry for the mess in the garage, but I wanted to give a before and after. And thank you for watching my little video. And as we say in Medifast, drink more water, because you drink a lot of water on Medifast. Bye-bye. Okay, that's a cut, that's a take. Let's go take a look at that one.